biscuits.
Foreign policy white paper launched. Positive outlook for economy. And Minister calls for support. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malinta Yopolo. Thank you for joining us. Yesterday saw the official launching of Papua New Guinea's foreign policy white paper, setting out the country's vision, priorities, and direction for engagement with the international communities.
Foreign Affairs Minister Tichenko described the document as a strategic blueprint that will guide the nation's international relations, security and economic engagement over the next 50 years.
This policy is a strategic partnership for economic and security prosperity for our country. Now, if you read into those words, economic and security prosperity, meaning that we must prosper when it comes to our economy, and we must deal with all our bilateral partners for the benefit of our economy and trade. Plus, we must be secure, safe and sound in our region, in our environment. Very, very important.
While adapting to a rapidly changing global environment, the launch also signals Papua New Guinea's commitment to positioning itself as a strong and active player on the global stage.
So for the theme, it's all about ensuring that we strategically pick and work with the appropriate countries to ensure the prosperity in our economic portfolios and, of course, prosperity for our people.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Amid rising geopolitical tensions around the world, Minister Tichenko highlighted that the recently launched foreign policy white paper provides a clear framework to navigate these complex situations.
Minister Tichenko said the policy enhances engagement with regional neighbors while attracting investment and development support.
Perfect timing. After 50 years of independence, we've assessed every avenue from where we've gone and where we're going to. And for our foreign policy white paper, it's taking into account every aspect of war, every aspect of relationship, every aspect of bilateral, and also diplomacy. We look at everything right across the board. That's why security, defence, economics, trade is very important for us into the future, and that's what we're aiming for.
By outlining long-term foreign affairs priorities, the white paper equips PNG to respond confidently to global shifts and asserts its role as key partner in regional stability and cooperation.
Over the next 4 days, we have all our heads of missions from all over the world. We have our government institutions, we have our government departments that will be going over the 8 pillars of the foreign policy white paper to ensure we implement this foreign policy white paper for the benefit and the long-term benefit of our people and our country going forward on the world scene.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
The 2026 PNG 100 CEO surveys was conducted by Business Advantage International between November 2025 and January 2026. It includes insights from senior executives representing the country's largest companies across various sectors.
The 2026 results of PNG 100 CEO survey, highlighting the nation's annual survey of business confidence, was released this morning. Interestingly, they reveal an increasingly optimistic outlook for Papua New Guinea economy.
Businesses are willing to employ, businesses are willing to grow and take on some risk, and that's set the scene for another year of steady growth this year. If we get the big projects pull off, they add on top of it. If we get the sort of uncertainties of global environment, that will drag a little bit away. But overall, we've got an environment here where there's a degree of stability now here in PNG.
Last year's survey highlighted a positive shift in business sentiment, although long-standing concerns such as foreign exchange availability and law and order issues remained. Andrew Wilkins from Business Advantage International shares his take.
So while there are some issues that are still in the PNG economy, for example, the number one issue now facing business is utilities, so power and water availability. The improvement in Forex is the headline story this year for sure.
During the survey, CEOs were asked to compare their 2025 profits to their expectations, business challenges, and recruitment intentions, including other areas of focus. Meanwhile, unreliable utilities now remain the biggest challenge that affects business operations. However, businesses report strong performance and positive outlook in the PNG 100 CEO Survey 2026. Aminda Elaitia, National EMTV News.
Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology has appealed to all members of Parliament to support the implementation of the 166 school restructure reform in their provinces and districts.
The Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Kinoka Feo, addressed Parliament today, outlining a detailed presentation on the policy shift for the country's education system, which is the 166 school restructure reform. Minister Feo mentioned that the reform aligns with national and global education aspirations.
Our mandate is not merely a policy directive. It is a duty stated in the Constitution of Papua New Guinea, specifically the directive principle of integral human development. We are legally and morally bound to ensure every citizen can reach their full potential.
He told Parliament the 166 reform is the vehicle for national transformation. It is a reform that is fully backed by the National Executive Council decision.
So the 1 stands for 1 year of preparatory, the 6 stands for 6 years of primary, that's grade 1 to grade 6, and the other 6 stands for the 6 years of secondary, grade 7 to grade 12. So this 166 reform is firmly anchored in law and policy, supported by NEC decisions number 315 or 2016.
The reform is anchored on the foundation of building a structure that is just and considers every Papua New Guinean, which is vital for national development.
We are moving decisively toward the universalization of education. Every child must complete grade 12.
The minister said through this reform they will build a nation of empowered citizens, skilled innovators and global thinkers.
By introducing a single national examination for monitoring purposes at grade 12, we are eliminating the high stakes of grade 8 and grade 10 examinations that served as premature exit ramps for our youth.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Governor for Oro, Gary Jufa, was adamant to know the progress on the reform of the provincial government systems, directing several questions to the Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs, Soroi Ewe.
Governor Gary Jufa called on the Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs Minister to give an explanation on whether the National Executive Council has adopted the blueprint. He questioned the minister on what amendments have been undertaken by the National Executive Council.
In 2025, the governors unanimously affirmed to revert to the pre-1995 provincial government system to correct these wrongs, whereby we could retain what little good came out of those 95 reforms, but do away with that which was destructive. And all of that was crystallized by Dr. Thomas Webster and his technical task team, which presented a blueprint to deliver real change, which includes directing block grants, greater financial freedom, and simpler three-tier government.
Governor Jufa also questioned when the amendments will be tabled in Parliament.
And what is the ministry's firm timetable for final reading of these organic law changes, if there's any? Mr. Speaker, The governors have acted with the 2023 resolutions and the 2025 affirmation. And the task force team has delivered the blueprint. The minister has led strongly. So we are merely asking for an update on this.
The Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs acknowledged the series of questions and advised Parliament that the matter is with the National Executive Council. He advised the Parliament that the question have been taken note of and a detailed presentation will be done during tomorrow's sitting.
Taking note of the importance of this issue and also being mindful of the fact that this matter is with NEC and NEC has to make its own deliberations and decisions. And in view of the limited time that is available, may I ask through you that I take note of these questions and present a detailed presentation tomorrow after the question time.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Member for Sinesine Yongumul Kerengakua highlighted concerns in Parliament today regarding the establishment of special economic zones in urban areas, with focus on the establishment of commercial office developments.
Kerengakua was directing his questions to the Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru. Kua stated the establishment of special economic zone effectively create a tax-free zone. Kua explained some consequences that may come about as a result of this development.
Adverse consequence of the establishment of SEZ in that particular type of area and type of areas within the heart of urban centers is this. The SEZ effectively creates a tax-free zone, a tax haven. So when you start building office complexes, businesses will migrate their headquarters into those zones, into those SEZ areas where commercial office complexes are established. They will rent a space, put their headquarters in there, and claim the tax benefits, the benefits of the tax-free zone.
Kua also raised a concern on narrowing down the availability of SEZs to only manufacturing and exporting companies rather than general commercial enterprises.
The SEZs are established for the benefit of SEZs are given to manufacturing companies who manufacture for export, and that they bring in foreign exchange into the country. SEZs elsewhere in the world where they create SEZs are not normally available to rank-and-file trading companies who don't export but do local trade in local currency. That's not normally the case. So is there a connection between the way we've deployed SEZs in Papua New Guinea, making it available to all trading houses, and now we run up against the risk that I have raised in my first question?
When responding, Minister Maru deliberated on these concerns.
When you talk about companies moving in and renting office spaces, the companies moving in to rent office spaces are not exempt from any taxes. They pay the full taxes. It is only the developers that are exempted for only 10 years. It is not something that goes on and on forever to try and encourage investors to come in and invest in these very prime areas of the city. Paga Hill has been around for 40 years and no one invested. Without incentives, no one will come. This country is a very difficult place to attract investors.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja nak? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hoy, semakin bapak seharian.
Auntie, bangka goksim. David Loran. You think you passed it? Spots, it's in me.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
I'm Martha. Join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for Goodman Fielder International Sky Time. The cooking show where we inspire you to create simple and delicious meals using ingredients available near you. Plus, we have talented chefs and cooks joining us throughout the year, sharing their own delicious creations. Remember, that's every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The member for Iri Koyari, Kit Idihu, has raised concerns in Parliament yesterday regarding the deteriorating condition of medical services and the road leading to the PNG Defence Force training depot at Goldie River.
During the recent Parliament session, member for Hiri Koyari, Kit Idihu, directed questions to the Minister for Defence about the current state of Goldie River Road access, noting that over the past 4 national budgets, since 2022, a total of 20 million kina has been allocated for the project. Each budget cycle appropriated 5 million kina, yet there has been little progress so far.
But, Mr. Speaker, there has been very little seen on that road since 2022, and I ask the good minister to address why and how these funds of totaling a sum of 20 million kina has been expended or appropriated, and the road is not even sealed.
He also drew attention to the declining state of medical services at Goldie Training Depot. He said reports to his office indicated that basic medical supplies at the facility have deteriorated, forcing medicals to borrow supplies from other military bases with no ambulance present to transport soldiers and their families to Port Moresby for medical treatment. Idihu asked when these issues would be resolved.
Medical supplies have deteriorated badly that they are even borrowing from other military bases. Can this situation be resolved by the good minister?
In response, Minister for Defence Dr. Billy Joseph acknowledged the questions, stating that contracts for the roadworks had already been awarded to the contractor.
The contract has been given, as I am aware, by the Department of Works and Highways. And it is with a contractor. Every year there has been budget allocated, but the road has not been done.
He also revealed that 4 ambulances have been ordered and will be distributed across military bases, including the Goldie Training Depot, Ley, and 2 other military bases.
That we have ordered 4 ambulances. As a doctor, I have realized that we really need to improve in the medical department of the Defence Force. And those 4 ambulances that have been ordered, one of them will be placed at the Goldie River Training Depot.
Dr. Billy Joseph added that while actions have been taken, improvements are still needed within the Defence Medical Department. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has commended members of Parliament for passing 2 major laws that will strengthen Papua New Guinea's legal and governance systems, describing the outcome as a strong demonstration of Parliament at work.
The National Parliament passed the Organic Law on the Employment of Judges 2025, which sets out the framework for the appointment, terms of office, conditions of service, and retirement of judges. The law also provides for improved management of the judiciary, expanded judicial capacity to address increasing caseloads across the courts. In addition, Parliament passed the Constitutional Amendment Law 2025, which amends Section 223 of the Constitution to clarify that provisions relating to constitutional office holders may be governed by both organic laws and Acts of Parliament. The amendment also updates key definitions within the Constitution, including provisions that allow for additional judicial roles, such as assistant judges. Prime Minister James Marape thanked members of Parliament from both government and opposition for their cooperation and strong attendance. Over 80 members of Parliament were present to pass the law. PM Marape added that Parliament must remain focused on its primary responsibility of lawmaking. He said the passage of the 2 laws reflects that the Parliament is focused on strengthening key national institutions, noting that judiciary must be modern, efficient, and capable of serving a growing and increasingly complex nation. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
4 Air Niugini's licensed aircraft engineers have been granted Airbus A220 type ratings by Civil Aviation Safety Authority. This certification is marked as a milestone achievement for the airline.
The Airbus A220 certification for the 4 Air Niugini aircraft engineers were announced today at the Air Niugini Air Office at 7 Mile. The engineers are John Piddick, who is a mechanical airframe and power plant engineer, Henry Kauge, also a mechanical airframe and power plant engineer, Abraham Genna and Edward Polau, who are engineers in avionics, electrical instrumental radio. The occasion was seen as an historic one, with the engineers becoming the first Papua New Guineans formally endorsed on the Airbus A220 aircraft type. The Airbus A220 license were formally presented by the Deputy Director of CASA PNG, Captain Malakai Nawaikabaka, who is also the Manager of Personal Licensing, recognizing accomplishments of these engineers as well as Air Niugini's training systems. Air Niugini CEO Alan Mill commended the engineers for their dedication. Mr. Mill said these achievements demonstrate that Papua New Guineans can meet and exceed global aviation standards. The CEO said these engineers are highly experienced and multi-rated, each holding certification across 3 to 6 different aircraft types. This certification follows a successful completion of an intensive competency-based training and assessment program aligned with the international aviation standards. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The 2026 Pacific Corporation Broadcasting Limited conference held in Auckland recently was very insightful. Former journalist Antonia Singut said the conference has provided the challenge for Melanesian storytellers to amplify Melanesian voices in the Pacific. A former journalist who has been the face of respective media organizations in Papua New Guinea, Antonia Singut, attended the PCBL conference as a member of the Young Pacific Leaders. Expressing her views on the conference, Ms. Singut said there is a need to amplify Melanesian voices in the region.
Conference has been such an eye-opening experience. And particularly for me as a Melanesian woman, it's offered interesting perspective because in these rooms, when you sit and you listen to the dialogue, a lot of it is, if I'm being honest, heavily focused on Polynesia and Polynesian storytelling. And we see it in Disney, like Moana, for instance.
She said Melanesian stories are not dominant enough in the Pacific.
The Pacific needs to know about our perspectives, our lived experiences, our lived realities, and I don't think enough is done to have that reach regionally and globally. So this was a good challenge for Melanesian voices, storytellers, producers, journalists, broadcasters to rise up and really amplify and lift that Melanesian voice in our storytelling throughout all our different lines of work.
Meanwhile, Ms. Singut revealed she has been quietly working on some projects for 7 years now.
And a lot of my work that I'm about to launch is focused on gender justice in Papua New Guinea and focusing on themes of identity, faith, culture, gender justice as a Melanesian woman. So that's my part of amplifying the Melanesian voice in our region, and I encourage other storytellers. There's so many of them on social media called young content creators. You're all rising up. I encourage and challenge you to know your Melanesian identity and amplify that voice. Don't let your identity be diluted by Western influences. Remember who you are as a Papua New Guinean. Let that root you in your digital footprint and use that to amplify the stories that you tell online and offline.
11 journalists across the Pacific region joined the 2026 Pacific Corporation Broadcasting Limited conference, making them the inaugural journalist group to join the conference. The Pacific Broadcasting Limited hosts annual conference for Pacific broadcasters, chief executive officers, and managers from different media entities across the Pacific region. This year, for the first time, 11 journalists were invited to attend the conference. The conference provided the journalists with the opportunity to visit the Pacificus TV's TVNZ headquarters, interact with award-winning Pacific correspondent Barbara Driver, Stephen Ambrosta, and presenter for One News, Melissa Stokes.
For me, coming from an organization, a TV organization, seeing how they operate in the newsroom is quite, surprising for me, and also exciting as well to see how they operate inside the newsroom and also inside the studios, seeing how big their studio is. And also to have meet up with the legendary Barbara Driver, who was our tour guide, which is something actually special for us. Coming from the Pacific, growing up, seeing her on TV, she always fights for the truth and for the Pacific people.
The reporters also reported back to their respective news organizations on different presentations of the conference. As part of the Australian Eye Commission's You Missed Up One Time celebration of Papua New Guinea's 50th anniversary of independence, they brought together artists from both nations for a special exhibition celebrating their deep cultural ties.
Invisible Line Stories, Legends and Past Connections opened at the Cairns Regional Council's Mulgrave Gallery with an official launch last year. 4 Papua New Guinean artists based in Australia and Papua New Guinea took part in the exhibition and were each awarded in Creative Australia's Asia Pacific Arts Awards 2026. This landmark exhibition represents an important collaboration between Australia and Papua New Guinea. It celebrates the shared history, deep cultural connections and creativity art from great foundations. This name Invisible Line is in reference to one that separates Papua New Guinea and Australia.
It represents our close First Nation connections, especially through the Torres Strait.
The exhibition embodies how knowledge, wisdom and creative expressions flow between the two nations' cultures.
The Invisible Line highlights the ancestral and continued connections between PNG and Australia through art and through stories. These stories celebrate Australian First Nation and PNG cultures, as well as contemporary expression and the PNG diaspora voices in Australia.
Ms. Labas thanked the 4 artists for their engagement in the project and their skills in creativity. The artists expressed the importance of their art pieces. One of the artists, Gazella Bruda, said it is a privilege to be able to put out their personal thoughts through art publicly.
Able to have personal thoughts put out publicly for you to come and be provoked or inspired by it. And that's what, for me, I feel what makes art such a beautiful place, because it's the safest place to be able to talk about anything and express yourself without being afraid of being judged for it.
Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2320 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2245 US, $0.3122 Australian dollars, 0.1865 euro, and 35.43 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Announcing the CLRC School Competition 2026! With monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 Kina building project funding, you can make a difference! Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win! Terms and conditions apply. CLRC, and by you like it.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. The member for Samarai Murua, who was recently appointed as one of the commissioners of the Constitutional and Law Reform Commission, says the institution carries a greater responsibility to learn from the past and align government institutions, leadership, and its people.
CLRC Commissioner Isi Leonard expressed as a leader in the Commission, he has a challenge which is to deliver leadership for the common good of every citizen. He said it is a great privilege for him to work closely with fellow CLRC Commissioner Dr. Dora Hayus. Dr. Hayus carried out a thesis on mines which she based on Misima mine. Commissioner Leonard learned that the findings obtained on the mines are shocking.
Number one, he come and Papuan miner. He passed through the World War II. The second one came around in the 80s, went President. Today, Octane mine, the third generation. Where have we failed as a government? Where have we failed as institutions? Whether it be MRA, this is the question I ask myself. In my time as the leader of my people.
He appealed to all Papua New Guineans to be good observers of the law and contribute to the common good of the nation.
Wherever you are, whatever we do, whether it be in the ward, in the district, in the province, whatever you do to better that, you're actually better in the country of Papua New Guinea.
Benson Wema, National MTV News.
Chairman of the Constitutional and Law Reform Commission, Saki Solomon, revealed a commissioner's role is pivotal in the operations of the institution.
Chairman Solomon explains commissioners oversee CLRC report, participate in national consultations, especially on important constitution directives, provide direction on administrative funds of matters, and contribute their specialized knowledge to advance the constitution mandate.
CLRC remains committed to ensuring that most capable and qualified individuals are appointed to its board, so that the advice and recommendations provided to government reflects the highest standards of legal scholarship and international best practice, while also addressing the needs and aspirations of people of Papua New Guinea.
Commissioners provide oversights of ensuring the work of CLRC remains active with key national framework and principles, including national goals and directive principles, and medium-term development plan, the Sustainable Development Goals, and the recently launched Reset 50.
Through their quarterly engagement with the Secretary and the management of CLRC, the Commissioner provides both legal and administrative guidance, ensuring that the work of the Commission remains firmly grounded within the framework of CLRC Act 2004.
Solomon acknowledged the past and present commissioners, commending their significant leadership that continues to ensure the Commission's report guide government decisions during national discussions on important legal and policy reforms.
The caliber and expertise of commissioners are clearly reflecting the quality of report and recommendations produced by the Commission over the years.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Phone House launched its flagship Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra in Port Moresby today, noting the arrival of the latest premium smartphone in PNG.
The launching today gave customers a first-hand experience of the latest smartphone technology, allowing customers to physically hold, test and explore the device's advanced features in real time, creating an interactive and engaging environment. Group General Manager Amy Tomlinson gave her remarks.
And Phone House is bringing coffee raves to PNG. So this is the first time event in PNG, and Phone House is really excited to be bringing it to the people of Port Moresby. The reason we did a coffee rave is because we wanted people to be able to experience the phone while still having fun. And coffee raves are really taking off around the globe and taking off in Australia now. So we've been the first to bring that trend here to PNG, and Alibi and YOLO have been great supporters. So today we're giving customers a chance to come down, actually touch the phones, interact with it, take photos, and of course enjoy a free coffee and a dance with DJ Rich.
National Operations Manager Foster Noonan said the S26 Ultra, recently released globally as part of the Samsung's flagship lineup, brings improved performance, AI capabilities and design upgrades.
It's got the best camera on the market, up to a 200 times zoom, but the real hero of the S26 is the AI features. So AI is built in and integrated in this phone to a high degree. You can change backgrounds on phones. You can be a professional photographer without actually being a professional photographer. There's an assistant built into the phone which is AI powered as well. It can set calendar invites for you. It can help you control your work life, your daily life for success.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
180 students from Hanua Bada, Pari, Tarama and surrounding villages gathered at the Ruatoka Memorial Hall in Port Moresby to celebrate the completion of their grade 9 to 12 studies, an achievement many once believed was out of reach.
Flexible Open Distance Education is a National Department of Education endorsed pathway for students who have been unable to continue through the mainstream schooling system. Despite their close proximity to Port Moresby, many Motu Koita communities face significant barriers to education, including institutional constraints, limited school places, scarce resources and financial hardship. Before Kokoda Track Foundation or KTF began working in Pari village, very few grade 8 students were able to secure a place in grade 9 in 2022. It was only 2%. For many young people in these communities, FODE is more than an education pathway. It represents a second chance at life. Student representative Rhea Boya said most students saw it as a failure. It was their fate, but they were wrong. She thanked KTF FODE for giving them a second chance to pursue their dreams and be successful in life. The FODE program, delivered through the Motu Koita FODE Center and neighboring Pari and Taroma FODE Center, is made possible through strong partnerships. Since 2020, Kina Bank has supported the program in Motu Koita area, enabling it to expand each year. This year, the initiative reached a milestone: more than 1,000 students enrolled since the program began. Chief of Staff at Kina Bank, McHenley Kayok, shared the importance of investing in education to support the development and future opportunities of young people in the community. KTF CEO Dr. Genevieve Nelson shared that second chance education does not happen by accident. It happens because people believe that opportunity should never have an expiry date. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
More than 800 youths within Lae City graduated earlier this week under the Urban Youth Employment Project, a program implemented by Lae City Authority.
A celebration of resilience and success for these youths and their families. For most, this is an event that signifies the value of second chance opportunities. This is an initiative driven by the national government and funded by the World Bank, targeting youths in Lae and Port Moresby. So far, Lae City Authority have graduated over 1,200 trainees, including those that graduated recently, while the remaining are still undergoing basic life skills training, internships, and technical and vocational education training. Lae Urban Youth Employment Project Manager Fred Mirinu highlighted the program.
So after registration, we put them through a 10-day classroom program. We call it the BEST program. It's now BEST, but it used to be called the Basic Life Skills Training. So it's 10 days of classroom training. After that, they go through a program called the Urban Works program. So it's a 30 days program where LCA comes with small projects like footpath, drainage.
He said the program targets youths within the boundaries of Lae City and not other centers as yet. Mr. Mirinu explained the process of engaging youths.
What we do is we reach out to youths, community in Lae City, 6 wards, which includes the IT wards as well.
Meanwhile, Isaac George, the only trainee employed by PNG Training Limited, said the project has given him the opportunity to find employment. LAC has partnered with 75 business houses and stakeholders who have made the project a success. Aminda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Rukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Central Province is our home.
The tides of the Coral Sea are our heartbeat. From the coast to the mountains.
Traditions pass generation to generation.
The sea and our gardens sustain us.
Our songs carry our legends through time.
Our home is Central Province. Our nation is Papua New Guinea.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes, everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Years ago, Data PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Data PNG.
Ay, semakin bapak Arya.
Anti, kamu kagok sim.
Nothing, Loran.
Anything you passed it.
Sparks, it's in me.
Most companies are paying well above that in the formal economy, but we also have a number of entities that are just continued to bypass.
Watch In Focus nights at 7 p.m. Our weekly current affairs talk show which presents comprehensive discussions and insights on critical issues facing Papua New Guinea and the wider region. We engage with decision makers and experts in numerous sectors, including politics, business, economics, technology, law and order, education, health and social issues amongst others, as well as PNG icons and influential figures, keeping you well informed right here on your number one to watch EMTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. A center of excellence for the PNG Chiefs will be built at an estimated cost of 70 million Australian dollars, or over 213 million kina. The facility will take shape at the current softball diamond at Bissini, just opposite National Football Stadium.
The land title of the current softball diamond at Bissini in Port Moresby, currently owned by PNG Sports Foundation, will be handed over to Australian Rugby League by PNG government for the Centre of Excellence to be built. This was confirmed by Minister for Sports Kinoka Feo. Feo says the softball diamond will be relocated elsewhere to make way for the new facility as PNG Chiefs prepare to enter the National Rugby League competition as the 18th team in 2028.
In terms of starting up the Centre of Excellence, we are anticipating completion in September next year. And the only delay now obviously is the land title. But what we've done is to sign an understanding with the Sports Foundation and the Lands Department, giving assurance to the NRL that land will obviously be transferred to them. September next year is when we expect to be completed. So we are waiting for the title to be transferred, so we should expect it at least in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
He says the facility will cost about 15 to 70 million Australian dollars, which is equivalent to around 152 million to 213 million PNG kina.
I don't think I have that information, but we're looking around at least 50 to 70 million Australian dollars, around there.
The work has already begun with the National Capital District Lands and Physical Planning Board already putting in plans for the facility to be built.
Just yesterday, the NCD Lands and Physical Planning Board met in the morning, special board just for this one, and they have approved the full planning. So the Department of Lands will now go ahead to rezone, subdivide, and then obtain the title as per the NCD Physical Planning Board. So that's the update as of yesterday.
Feo further assured the National Rugby League competition that PNG government will have the land title transferred to Australian Rugby League before the commencement of the facility establishment in the next couple of weeks. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
The Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League today hosted a special training program under the theme Respectful Coverage of Women's Rugby League, aimed at strengthening women's representation in media coverage.
The workshop forms part of Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League ongoing efforts following the launch of the PNG-RFL Gender Equality Strategy, which aims to improve the visibility, safety and quality of media coverage of Women's Rugby League in Papua New Guinea. The initiative brought together media professionals and administrators to explore ways of ensuring fair and inclusive reporting of women in sport and rugby league. The PNG-RFL spokesperson shared that the workshop is designed to strengthen collaboration between PNG-RFL and the media while providing practical insights into covering rugby league competitions in PNG. Participants included journalists, media officials, and freelancers. They were trained on practical skills relating to framing stories, avoiding stereotypes, and strengthening women's voices in sports reporting. PNG-RFL says this is part of its broader commitment to advancing equality in rugby league and beyond, ensuring women's contributions are recognized both on and off the field. Isabella Narpal, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja, yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Announcing the CLRC School Competition 2026 with monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 cleanup building project funding. You can make a difference. Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet spelled rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. CLRC, and by you like it.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. Like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NAS Fund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Central Province is our home.
The tides of the Coral Sea are our heartbeat. From the coast to the mountains.
Traditions pass generation to generation.
The sea and our gardens sustain us.
Our songs carry our legends through time.
Our home is Central Province. Our nation is Papua New Guinea.
Sport is one thing that can give kids direction and keep us out of troubles.
Sport is more than just a game. It's passion, it's pride, it's community. Every week we bring you highlights, the heat and the heart of the game.
Very special representing our country.
Big plays, big personalities and big moments. If it's making headlines and it's making history, it's on Sports Scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching Trukai Sports. With the back-to-back defeats already recorded at home in the first two rounds of the Host Plus Cup season 2026, PNG Hunters will be travelling to Toowoomba for their first away match of the season. Hunters will take on Western Clydesdale this Sunday.
Papua New Guinea Hunters head coach Paul Aiton has done only 2 changes in his round 3 team with a couple of rotation of players. The team is still hunting for their first win of the season going into round 3 as they troll down to Toowoomba to take on the Clydesdale this Sunday at 4 p.m. Aiton had centre Rex Graham dropped for this weekend's match, while Silkalo moved from second rower to center and Murray Connors into second rower. He also pushed Jordan Steven off the bench while bringing in a couple of enforcers into the extended bench. The players on the extended bench include the 18th man, Norman Akunai, young Wane Manuma at 19th, Samuel Wak, and Clint Lama. The high rotation of the players and the rebuilding of the playing squad had Aiton digging deep. However, Aiton is positive that things will change for the better going into the season. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
Meanwhile, Norman Akunai has been named the 18th man player of Papua New Guinea Hunters for this weekend. Akunai is yet to make his debut for the Hunters and is anticipating a good season this year.
Getting into sport to swimming as a kid, being named on the Hunters team is a step forward for Akunai, following weeks of hard work in the training camp. Akunai expressed that making his debut is the ultimate goal.
So I'm happy that I've finally made a final squad after trying for some time now. But yep, I'm really happy and I'm just looking forward to just get a debut game in and just don't try to look far, but just keep my foot grounded, stay humble and just work as hard as I can to at least get a debut game.
He says despite being amongst an inexperienced squad named this year by the head coach Paul Aiton and the Hunters management, he is confident that the squad will get better as the season continues.
We really blended well with the boys. We've got together and we are tight as a group and we are definitely looking forward to a great season this year.
Having the understanding that Hunters is a pathway team, Akunai says there are ambitions to go far and beyond. However, he says the focus for now is with the Hunters.
There's always ambitions there, but at the moment I'm trying to just stay humble, just work as hard as I can and just at least get some game time this year and hopefully by God's will it will happen. Yep.
Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Why? Semakin bapak seharian.
Auntie, bangka goksim. David Loran. You passed it. Sparks, it's in me.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSB's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with BSB's One Talk Wallet. BSB's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
I'm Martha. Join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for Goodman Fielder International Sky Time. The cooking show where we inspire you to create simple and delicious meals using ingredients available near you. Plus, we have talented chefs and cooks joining us throughout the year, sharing their own delicious creations. Remember, that's every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby, cloudy periods with some rain showers. And Popondetta, partly cloudy periods with some rain showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 18th of March 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.